Phyllis Summers has always been a force to be reckoned with in Genoa City. She's known for her sharp wit, her ability to navigate any situation with precision, and her knack for keeping her cards close to her chest. But in the coming weeks, Phyllis will be faced with some personal struggles that threaten to break her facade. Throughout her time on The Young and the Restless, Phyllis has been a character who thrives on control. Whether it's managing her business endeavors, her relationships, or her personal life, Phyllis has built a reputation for being someone who always has the upper hand. However, as she deals with personal issues that she can no longer ignore, Phyllis will find herself at a crossroads. The question is, will she keep her struggles hidden from those around her, or will the truth finally come to light? The next few weeks are crucial for Phyllis, as she will be grappling with more than just her usual manipulations and schemes. With a series of intense personal battles ahead, it's unclear whether Phyllis will be able to maintain her carefully constructed image. Her typical bravado might not be enough to mask the turmoil brewing beneath the surface. But will Phyllis be willing to admit that she's struggling, or will she continue to hide her vulnerabilities behind a carefully curated mask? Phyllis's personal struggles. Phyllis has always had a complicated history with her family, particularly with her daughter, Summer Newman. Their relationship has been a roller coaster ride, filled with highs and lows, and it's clear that Summer's well-being has always been a point of stress for Phyllis. In the coming weeks, Phyllis will face a challenge that could affect not just her relationship with Summer, but also her sense of self. Recently, Phyllis has been feeling the weight of her past decisions. Her history with Jack Abbott, her tumultuous relationship with Nick Newman, and her strained connections with others in Genoa City have left her with a growing sense of regret. While she's always been able to move forward with confidence, these past actions are starting to take a toll on her. Phyllis will begin to experience a sense of doubt and uncertainty that she's not used to. These personal struggles could lead to emotional vulnerability, something Phyllis typically avoids at all costs. But Phyllis is no stranger to the art of keeping secrets. She has a long history of hiding her true feelings from those closest to her, and she may try to do the same now. The pressure of maintaining her composure may cause Phyllis to retreat inwardly, keeping her internal battle a secret from the people who care about her most. Phyllis will find herself in a tough position as she tries to decide whether to open up or continue to suffer in silence. Phyllis and Summer, a complicated relationship. The mother-daughter relationship between Phyllis and Summer has always been complicated. Summer, now an adult, has struggled with her own issues, including her marriage to Kyle Abbott and her relationship with her mother. Phyllis has often tried to protect Summer in her own way, but her overbearing nature has sometimes driven a wedge between them. In the coming weeks, Phyllis will be faced with a difficult decision when it comes to Summer. While Phyllis wants to support her daughter, she will also be dealing with her own personal turmoil. The strain between them will become more pronounced, and Phyllis may find herself questioning her ability to be the mother Summer needs. The possibility that Phyllis could be keeping a secret from Summer, especially when it comes to her personal struggles, will add a layer of tension to their already fragile relationship. The issue here is that Phyllis feels responsible for so much. She's always been the one to hold everything together, but with this new set of challenges, she may realize that she can't do it all on her own. But the question remains, will she allow Summer to help her, or will she continue to push her daughter away, afraid of showing any weakness? Victor Newman's influence. Another factor contributing to Phyllis's struggles is her ongoing dynamic with Victor Newman. The two have a complex history, and while they are not exactly allies, there are moments when Phyllis finds herself caught in Victor's web of power and manipulation. Victor is a master of maintaining control, and his influence over people can be all-consuming. As Phyllis's personal struggles deepen, she will inevitably cross paths with Victor. His ability to control the people around him could play a significant role in whether Phyllis chooses to reveal her vulnerabilities. Phyllis is no stranger to Victor's manipulative tactics, and she knows that if she opens up to him, she might find herself at the mercy of his calculated schemes. But what happens when Phyllis is backed into a corner? Will she continue to play the game with Victor, hiding her true emotions, or will she begin to lean on him in ways she never expected? The balance of power between Phyllis and Victor could tip in surprising ways as Phyllis's personal struggles become harder to conceal. Phyllis and Jack Abbott, a complicated past. One of the most intriguing dynamics in Phyllis's life is her relationship with Jack Abbott. Jack has always been a steadying influence for Phyllis, but their romantic history is filled with ups and downs. While they've shared moments of genuine love, they've also experienced their fair share of heartbreak and betrayal. As Phyllis faces these new struggles, Jack may be one of the few people who sees through her facade. He has been there for her in the past, offering support when she needed it the most. But will Phyllis allow herself to lean on Jack during this difficult time, or will she continue to push him away? The tension between Phyllis and Jack will intensify as Phyllis's internal struggle becomes more evident. Jack may be the person who encourages Phyllis to open up about her feelings, but Phyllis has always had a tendency to keep her emotions bottled up. Will Jack's influence be enough to get through to her, or will Phyllis continue to hide her pain from those around her? Phyllis's decision: reveal or conceal. The big question is whether Phyllis will choose to keep her struggles a secret or reveal them to the people she loves. Phyllis is a character who thrives on independence and control, but the reality is that her personal struggles may soon become too much to handle on her own. If she continues to conceal her pain, she risks pushing away the people who care about her most. But if she opens up, she runs the risk of exposing her vulnerabilities to a world that's always watched her with a critical eye. As the weeks progress, Phyllis will face a turning point. Her decision to reveal or conceal her struggles will have long-lasting consequences, not just for her relationships, but also for her own sense of self. Phyllis will need to weigh the potential fallout of her actions carefully. Will she choose to let down her guard, or will she continue to live with the pressure of hiding her true feelings? The fallout. How this will affect Genoa City.